Hello everyone, so these are the 20 tips in using Microsoft Outlook. Tip number 1, in Microsoft Outlook you can have more than one account, and it don't have to be a Outlook account, it can be a Gmail account. So all you have to do is go to File, click on Add Account. So I'll click on Advanced Options. Let me set up my account manually. Make sure that is checked. Click Connect. Select Google. Click Done. And as you can see, the account is here. It's been added. And this will start to download your emails. Tip number 2, Outlook has a feature called Read Aloud. And it can read your emails. Just click on the email, click on Read Aloud, and it reads. Also, you can open up the email, and you can also select a section of the email that you would like to be read aloud, and click on the Read Aloud.
Technology, Science of Craft, from Greek Talkainuated.
And you can pause it here. Also, there are some settings here. Click on the settings, and there's a recording speed. You can select the voice that you would like. So that's Read Aloud. Tip number 3, in Microsoft Outlook, you can take a screenshot of a web page or a document and embed it in your email. So this is the screenshot I want to take. So to do that, click Insert and click on the screenshot. When I click on the screenshot, the web page shows that I want. I can click on that, or I can also click on Screen Clipping, and it pops up. I just have to use the mouse and just drag it over that part that I want, release the mouse, and it's embedded. I can dictate my messages instead of typing them. So in Microsoft Outlook, this is a new message. On the right side, click on Dictate. Hello, how are you? ? And to stop recording, just click on the Dictate icon, and under here there are more settings. Click on Settings. There's Profanity Filter. There's Spoken Language, where you can change the language here. And there's Auto Punctuation. So that's Dictate. Tip number 5 is tighter spacing. And to get to that, click on Home. Click on View. And on the right side, click Use Tighter Spacing. When I click on that, that's how it shows up. It shows more compact. Click on it again, and it's back to default. Tip number 6. In Microsoft Outlook, you can send a poll to be taken. You can send it to recipients so they can vote on a poll. So to create that, click on Insert, click on Poll, and on the right side it pops up, and this is a Microsoft form. So you have to input your question, and the question that I'm going to type in is, what would you like for lunch? In option 1, I'm just going to write 2 simple options. I'm going to say pizza and chicken sandwich. If you need to add in more options, you can just click Add Option. I'm just going to leave it as 2 options, and they have to just vote on one. This is multiple answers, so if I want the person to click on multiple options here, I can just select this on. But I'm going to leave it like that. Click Next, click Add to Email, and it shows up here. And so this is just a link. When they click on it, it will open a browser where they can vote. So I'm going to send this to 2 persons. I'm going to click send. So this is the email. So I'm going to open it. This is how it shows on their side. Click on view in browser. And as you can see, it's Forms, Microsoft Forms. So all they have to do is click on one of the options. They have to type in their email. And you can send this in to any email accounts, like for example Gmail or Outlook or Yahoo. So the person just needs to click vote, and it shows them how many votes are in. Tip number 7 is to disallow meetings to be forwarded. So for example, click on calendar, click on new meeting. So I'm just going to put in a time, and this is going to be confidential. It's going to be in the office, and required, I'm going to send it to Mark. Now on the top, under response options, click on the drop down menu here and uncheck allow forwarding. Once that's unchecked, click send. So this is the email. I'm gonna double click and open it, and this is what it says: you can forward this invitation. Only the organizer can invite other people to this meeting. So this is how you can send someone a meeting that is confidential and the person cannot forward it to anyone. Tip number 8, you can drag an email to your calendar. For example, this, I'm just going to hold it with a mouse and drag it to the calendar, and it pops up, and this is where I can create an appointment on my calendar. Tip number 9 is that Microsoft Outlook has a feature that is built in where you can get add-ins. So on Outlook, on the right side, click on get add-ins, and there's a whole list of add-ins that you can add. Some are free and some are paid. Tip number 10, you can change the theme of Outlook. So just go to File, click on Office Account, and under Office Theme, there's a drop-down menu. For example, click on black. This is how it shows. And there's a background switcher here. If I click on it, this is how it shows. So I'll go back to File again, click on Office Account, click on dark gray, and this is how it shows. So that's how you can change Microsoft Outlook theme. Tip number 11, using the drawing tools. So when you open up your message, you can send an email by just drawing with the mouse or with a touch pen. So click on draw, click on drawing canvas, and this is the canvas here. Click on the pen and the color. So I'm going to choose this color, and you can draw and you can write. You can also erase. Just click the erase button and just click. Tip number 12, use the smart lookup. So I have an email message open here, and if I want to look up a word, for example, technological, I just need to right click, search technological, click on it, and it gives you the definition and all these things here. So that's how you use the smart lookup in Microsoft Outlook. Tip number 13. So in Microsoft Outlook, there's a feature called Insights, and to get to that, click on Home, and on the right side, click on Insights, and there are a lot of options here. Set lunch hours, you can change that, change the time. There's focus plan, all these options. You can plan your time away, select the dates, click on the gear icon, there's settings, and here's where you can configure time in your calendar. For example, lunch hours or meetings. So that's inside. Tip number 14. So you want to delay a time in sending an email in Outlook, and you can configure that, let's say, by 1 minute. So to do that, click on Rules, Manage Rules and Alerts, and you want to click Apply Rule on Messages I Send. Click Next. You can choose whichever you want, but I'm just going to leave it like that. Click Next. Click Yes. And this is the one, defer delivery by a number of minutes. I'm going to click on that. Click on defer delivery by, so I'm going to leave it as 1 minute. Click OK. Click Next. Click Next. And type a name for this rule. Click Finish. Click Apply. And click OK. And the rule has been applied. Tip number 15. So you can insert a calendar in Outlook email and email it. So to do that, click Insert, and the option is here, Calendar. Click on Calendar. So on the date range, choose any one that you want, maybe whole calendar, next 30 days. You have all these options. I'm going to specify the dates. Click on the drop down menu. I'm just going to choose a random date. So I'll choose that day. Click OK. And the calendar is embedded in the email. Tip number 16. You can insert 3D models in Outlook emails. So just click on Insert. And this is the 3D Models tab. Click on the drop down menu. Click on Stock 3D Models. And there's a whole list of categories here. I'm just going to choose furniture. And this can be increased to a larger size. And this can be turned around. So you can turn this. And you can send this via email. Tip number 17 is Focus Inbox. Right now it's showing all and unread emails here. But to make your inbox more focused, you can do that by clicking on View. And the tab here is Show Focus Inbox. Click on it. And this is how it shows. So that's Focus Inbox. Tip number 18. Microsoft Outlook has a feature called the @mention. So all you have to do is just type the symbol, and it shows a list of emails that are in your contacts, and you can choose the email that you want, and then you can type the message. So that's how you use the @mention feature in Outlook. Tip number 19, using quick steps. Click on the Home tab, and this is the quick steps. There's also a drop down menu, and there are more options here. So you can use all of these to create quick steps. Team, reply and delete, manager, done. So I'm going to click on that, move to folder. So I'm going to type a name. I'm going to say John. Move to folder, click on John. That's the folder I have here on the left side. I want to mark it as red. Click finish. And it's here. So it's here. So I want to move a couple of these emails to the folder I created that is called John. So all I have to do is select the email, click John. I'm also going to select this email and I'm going to move it to the folder John. So I'm going to click on the quick step and it's moved. So it's here. So this is what you can use quick steps for. You can also create your own quick step here. Type a name, choose the action, and when you're done, click finish. So this is like a workflow. It saves some time. Tip number 20 is using the translate feature in Outlook. So I have my message open. It is in Spanish, and to translate it into English, there's a translate tab here. Click on it and select translate message, and the message is translated to English. And if you want to change it back, click on show original and click back translate message to English. So that's how to use the translate feature in Microsoft Outlook. So I hope this video was helpful to you. I thank you for watching. I ask you to subscribe.